Everyone, it's Killshot from 99 Gaming. This is The Walking Dead Season 7, Episode 6, Hidden Clues. The following images are property of AMC to be used under fair use guidelines for the purpose of analyzing, discussing, and providing debate forums. So in last week's episode, we got the whole gambit of information. We had some symbolism, we had some blasts from the past. In today's episode, we're going to find some of those clues, discuss them, and get your thoughts on a couple mystery items that still may be floating out there. So let's start out with symbolism. So symbolism, there were several items that were spread out throughout the episode, and the first thing that we ran across was Rachel and Cindy on the beach where they scavenged the teddy bear, and the teddy bear was picked up, and you can see when they saw Tara, Cindy throws the teddy bear down. Rachel, extremely upset that she wasn't able to kill. This was almost like Lord of the Flies, picks up the teddy bear, throws it out into the ocean. It just demonstrates there is no longer any innocence, even among children, in a zombie apocalypse. 3 sand dollars. Sand dollars can mean a lot of different things. They could be the Star of Bethlehem. They're also significant. They could symbolize the 3 wise men. What I think this symbolizes, this was shown right before Beatrice and Kathy were walking Tara to execute her. Later on, there was a conversation between Cindy and Tara talking about we killed those 2 people. I think each time the group from Oceanside has to kill someone, they use a sand dollar in order to mark that. Cindy said they'd killed 2. Tara was supposed to be the 3rd. Looks like someone may need to get a money back refund because Tara made it to safety. So let's talk about the fight a little bit. There were a lot of references to the past and also the future. Tara pulls out the gun. We see the inscription of Lucille. That is not going to bode well if there are any encrypted items when the Saviors walk in and see Heath. And that's what I think happened here. Some people said Heath lost his glasses to a walker. He was trying to get away. I think this was intentional. They were broken, shattered and broken. So I think there was a little bit of a skirmish. We also saw the key card a little bit later on. We'll talk about that. But there's been multiple times that Heath has been in fights. He's not lost his glasses at any time up to that point. So we know that if you're blind in a zombie apocalypse, you're as good as dead. There will be much more on Heath in the next video. We're going to have a very risky prediction video. Take a look at the truck. The truck is in the center of the road. The opening scene between Heath and Tara, they were parked over in the woods. They pulled it out. The relevance to that is you can see the tracks as they turn to the left. Whether it's Heath or someone else driving it, it's not motorcycle tracks as some people speculated. It definitely belongs to the truck. The key card was picked up by Tara. Could be a PPP, could be a DDD. We don't know what that means, but it was written in Sharpie, and I think that means Simon has something to do with it. As Tara was making her great escape, she ran across a walker. Could this have been one of the 2 people they killed? Could that be a walker trap or just a random walkers out in the woods? Let's talk about some ocean rules, some things that were specific to the Oceanside community that we found out early on. So Tara got washed up on the shore, and a lot of people are talking about the tattoo on Tara's arm. The thing about Roman numerals is you have to kind of know what they mean before you do it. You can't put a 1 and then X it out. You can see these are definitely X's and V's and I's. So either she knew in advance the count that she was trying to keep up with, or I think it could be a navigation technique. The X's are routes she didn't want to take. The I's are routes that she should take, and maybe the V, the Roman numeral 5, could be a fork in the road. They actually showed Cindy looking at a map to show the proximity to the coast. Tara even said, I'm not good at geography, so I think that's a way she was kind of keeping her distance because she definitely found her way back pretty easily at the end of the episode. 6 bells. They made the reference to having 6 bells and also an air horn because they ran out of bells, but in maritime culture, 6 bells actually means something. 6 times 4 is 24. Sailors work 4-hour shifts, and then they switched over to the next one. I thought that was key because Cindy was laying on the bed, and then she looks over at the clock, and the clock was on 4:20. So this could mean that she was late going back to check on Tara. She had a concerned look on her face, and then she made it over, and that's where we saw the tattoo scene. She drops off the 2 bottles of water and also the dried up fish, which Tara didn't like, but she learned to like a little bit later on. Here are a few subtle images that you may or may not have picked up on when you're watching the episode. So when Tara was being attacked by walkers, Heath was trying to help her out. The hubcap was shown. Actually, the hubcap was shown several times. The relevance of that is when she came back and you saw the flashback scene, before she was knocked off the bridge, she used the hubcap to beat down the walker. There you can see the blood actually on the hubcap. When Tara was finding her way back, she stumbles across a gift shop. On the door, it said sunglasses, and then if you saw Tara walking to the gate, she was in a great cheery mood before she saw Eugene sporting her new pair of sunglasses as well. When she was back in the gift shop, she was actually looking for a trinket to take back to Denise, and if you noticed, the wording along the bottom says, the doctor is in. You know that Denise is Tara's slain lover, killed by Dwight's arrow. R.I.P. Denise, just going after an orange crush, but the glasses could be a bad omen as well and does not look very good for Heath going forward. And of course, toward the end, Tara holding on to the trinket, learning to let go, and then the bracelet given to her by Cindy could be significant because it could signify that Cindy could be the key to Tara getting revenge. we need guns. So you got to see a little bit of the Oceanside Armory. They have automatic weapons, and a lot of people are wondering, why didn't Negan take the guns? Because they hit the road. They went from location to location until they finally found a safe spot. Remember the sand pile. The sand pile has a lot of bullet casings there. So this could be relevant in the future. Maybe Rosita makes her way back, or perhaps Eugene makes his way back. Either way, these would come in handy as the group starts their resistance and learns to fight back. Rosita wants to make things square, but it really boils down to the name of the episode, Swear. Unless Tara gives in, unless she breaks down, then they're never going to find these items. I think at some point she's going to have to crack. Something will push Tara to the edge of wanting revenge, and then Rosita, Eugene, all the above group, and even Cindy as a partner would be phenomenal as they start to go into all-out war. Thanks everyone for watching. Let me know if there were any hidden clues that you found. Thoughts, comments, debate, anything that is right, wrong, indifferent. We love to talk about it at 999 Gaming. My name is Killshot. Give this video a thumbs up and look for more videos. Peace.